la sciatica.
I'm Captain Jack Sparrow, and when someone steals my rum, I watch the blasted eunuch, old Cranky gamer. Not really a eunuch, but he's married, same thing, savvy? Welcome back, ye hearties, yo-ho, yo-ho. So, we are playing Monkey Island, and we're playing here. What I wanted to go through here is just basically the preliminary of, one, I'm drinking rum. Why they gotta take the rum? But I'm drinking rum here to get into shape here for Monkey Island. What I want to talk about was preliminary portions of the layout of Monkey Island. It's in the Tri-Island area. Governor Marley is supposed to be governor of all of them. And Monkey Island's not part of that archipelago. That's a funny word. Archipelago. And not a peninsula, but an archipelago. It's sort of like crazy Russian hacker trying to say pineapple there, me trying to say archipelago. I don't know if you heard, but the crazy Russian hacker. I am going to take this French Marie. Oh, look at this cold drink. The cold drink, it tastes like pineapple. So they added 3 islands onto every game, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think they added there. And then, of course, Tales of Monkey Island is something totally different. And Tales wasn't great. It's, but it did give homage to the Monkey Island series. It was better than this reincarnation of Mystery Science Theater 3K, I tell you. Mechanical line deliveries, the timestamp of the jokes are off, whatever. And a lot of progressive PC jokes. That's racist is not a punchline, okay? Damn it, let's just put it at that. Okay, and I also want to speak about the music here. Michael Land. Now, Michael Land was a Harvard graduate. Came from that Ivy League school. Very prestigious. And he never did reggae, calypso, Caribbean, and there is like dubstep kind of, like the forebearer of dubstep. And he was also the forebearer of iMuse. Now, he didn't like the aspect of, he couldn't put the music to the action on the screen at the time. So he created that iMuse with somebody over at LucasArts, Peter something or other. And that has become a staple of all the AAA games and even the indie games of Steam, where a musical score is also, Steam indie game developers, as you know, make money off of like getting the bundle or something, so you get the soundtrack of it, Stellaris, those types of things. That new one, Everything, they make more money off of like bundling, and you want the soundtrack because they're very good soundtracks. Anyways, so Michael Land, who did this and a bunch of other LucasArts games, he was the forefather of all that kind of stuff. So pretty interesting to me, at least. All right, so let's pick up the shovel. We got that.
Get a handle on your savings with Gripmaster handles. Davy Jones lockers. The last word in theft, fire, and grog-resistant storage devices.
All right, now Davy Jones, of course. No one knows where that idiom came from. There's some like Indian Ocean.
Sword as sharp as your wit.
Indian Ocean type urban legends. About David Jones and all that kind of stuff, but no one knows where that really came from. And it's sort of like Abraham Lincoln saying, "Don't believe everything you read about me on the internet." All right, so can't look at anything else. Look up. Look
ring
sign.
bell for service.
Sign. Well, then we'll ring the bell for service.
It never
Thank
fails.
you.
I step away from the counter for 2 seconds, and some idiot's already ringing that stupid bell.
You want a... Dude, do you want like a mocha frappuccino? Oh boy. About the sword, about the shovel. Can I steal it? I'm a mighty pirate. I'm not supposed to pay for stuff.
Mêlée Island.
The Sword Master of Mêlée Island? Now, I don't know. See, nobody knows the whereabouts of her secret hideout. Nobody except me. I'd have to go and ask her if it's okay to show you the way. I guess I could hike all the way over there. Once. Be right back. And don't touch anything!
Too late, cranky old man. Alright. I was going to ask about shovel and everything.
Looking for a
Oh, hey!
master, are ya? Looking for a little five-finger discount, it looks like to me. See if I ever trust you again, devious little shoplifting weasel boy. Maybe you'd like to pay for those.
About this sword.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, what about it?
How much is it?
That's 100 pieces of 8. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it.
Great. Best 100 pieces of 8 you ever spent. What else do you want?
About this shovel.
Yeah, what about it?
I want it.
Great. Oh, it'll pay for itself, believe me. Yeah, you'll dig up 75 pieces of 8 in no time. But hey, save some treasure for the rest of us, would you? What else do you want?
He's just as very good. Hey, that's the tonality I thought that this
I'm
shopkeeper
looking for
would
the
have.
sword master
All right,
of
let's
Mêlée
try this.
Island.
Yeah, like I'm gonna fall for that one again.
Oh, please. I
Oh.
won't steal anything this time, I promise.
I guess I could hike all the way over there.
And there
Again.
is what
Be right back.
difference between LucasArts and
I've got my eyes on you, weasel boy. Don't try anything.
Weasel boy. Now, I'm kind of disappointed. All right, we're gonna follow him. That he didn't say my favorite line from the old game, and that was "Ahoy there, fancy pants." That was a pretty good freaking. That's a one-off line that I really liked. Ahoy there, fancy pants! Oh, crack, crack. Don't walk in the door again. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's amazing that Michael Land never did this music before, because, I mean, this is classic stuff. I mean, you could find symphonies that do this as a piece, like a set piece for their stuff. So, alright, let's go up here. Fork in the road. There he is. Look around. Nope. Go here. Oh, what's this?
My, what an unusually bright yellow they are. I've
Aha!
already got one.
Alright, you already got one. Okay. So that, I think, is the stuff that... We'll take a look at it later. But I think that's the stuff we need for the piranha poodles. Oh, more flowers. Maybe these are the ones. Oh, we're going to figure out
Same
which
old red
one.
flowers all over the forest. I don't think strolling through the forest picking flowers is very good practice for being a pirate.
Oh, sorry, Guybrush. Getting all judgmental now. Ahoy there, fancy pants.
Danger!
He's being
Open
very
ravine.
accommodating. Now this puzzle, Ron Gilbert said
I better just stay back
the
here
reason
and
they
eavesdrop.
didn't want to do it again is because, you know, they didn't
Hello
want it to be
again,
redundant.
Carla.
I thought I told you to get lost.
Actually, I'm here on business. This kid come into my store, see?
Face it, you crusty old lech. You'd make any excuse just to come out here and bother me.
Yeah, I guess
Oh,
Well,
he's got a
cut
thing
it
for her.
out. I'm sick of it. Take a hike and don't come out here again. Someone might follow you, and then I'd become another Mêlée Island tourist attraction.
Hey, it's your loss, baby.
Yeah, right. Now scram.
And so, well, what Ron Gilbert said, he didn't want to be a redundant process. So if he solved it once, boom, then now when we leave, we'll be able to come to the Swordmaster again. And I'm just going to go talk to her because a lot of people don't do this conversation with her because they do things the right way, and I screwed up, and I just...
How dare you approach the Swordmaster without permission, which I surely didn't give you.
All right, now that face right there is a Carla Green. She was a product support at LucasArts, and Governor Marley, I believe, was Avril Harrison, something like that. And she was a graphic artist for LucasArts, which, go figure. Back in the 80s and early 90s, there were women actually working in the video game industry, despite what you hear today, or these types of quotas to fill the need. It was based on meritocracy, and a lot of women did go into the video game industry, but now, you know, after all this, it's basically, we should be given these things, and it's a shame, really, because they were really great back then. Everybody, that's why you got all these classic games that we still talk about today, is because people worked at it because they loved it, you know, stereotypical guys that were, you know, the skinny nerd type people or the fatter neckbeard type guys that couldn't get a date in high school. So I'm not projecting or anything. I'm not bearing my inner soul here, but I'm just saying, you know, the people there that would rather spend time on a computer are the ones that made video games, and they still are today. Steam brought that back, which I'm very grateful for Steam, for independent game developers. It's been great. It's been a revival video game, and that's why I'm doing this stuff. And we go for the
I'm selling these
fine leather jackets.
Do
Callbacks.
you have one in size 3?
Oh boy, she
Of
called her
course
bluff.
you don't. Because you're not really a jacket salesman. Let's be honest. You're here to prove yourself to the pirate leaders in hopes of one day being as immoral as they are.
Yep. Nailed it right on the
Called
head.
us.
Gee, you're smart.
What was your final grade in Captain Smirk's sword fighting class?
Grade? Class?
You mean you
Oh, boy.
came here to take on the Swordmaster of Mêlée Island,
Here we
possibly
go.
the greatest sword fighter in the entire Caribbean, without a single lesson in the art of fencing?
Yep.
How did you expect to defend yourself?
Gee, I don't know.
I see. Obviously not with your razor-sharp wit. I'd advise you to seek out
But
Captain
we're a mighty
Smirk
pirate!
and get some real training. It would hardly be ethical, sporting, or even interesting to fight someone as unskilled as yourself. So beat it.
She sounds a little bit like Aisha Taylor from Archer. Lot of phrasing. Are we not doing that anymore? Okay, whatever. Okay. So we'll walk out, and then you'll see we'll go right to the forest again. And here we'll get a scene with a pirate here. Yep, see, so we're right here. And now you see there's pirates all over the place. Now if we go and see a pirate,
Move out of the way or I cuts my way through.
it starts the sword fighting.
Nice night we're having, isn't it?
I sure hopes you had something more important to stop me for.
Why do you guys talk so funny?
Pirate lingo. It's how everybody talked back then. Come on, Guybrush, play along.
Breaking the fourth wall there, like Guybrush is an actor. It's how we talk back there, savvy?
Sorry to bother you.
All right.
I'll be on my way.
So there you go. We can't go here. Nothing there. Uh-oh.
None shall pass.
None shall pass.
None
My
shall
little hobbits.
pass.
Nice token reference. None shall pass.
None shall pass. Stop.
I can't even look at him.
You must pay a toll.
Thank you.
Look behind you, a mouse.
I'm not falling for that. Scuttle along,
Damn
you
it.
scurvy sea slug. None shall pass. You can't pass until you pay the toll.
How much is the toll?
Well, what have you got?
A rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle.
I want something that'll attract attention, but have no real importance.
Now that's the clue.
A monkey leash with 3 collars?
There we go.
Don't be silly. You have 3 chances to give me what I want. Then I eat ya.
There we go.
None shall pass.
I think it's
We
a
look
herring.
at the fish,
None shall pass.
and I think it's a red herring.
It's a striking yellow color.
None shall pass. None shall pass. Ah, a red herring. Pass.
A red herring, which of course is basically a clue that really leads to nothing. It's a mislead. Ah, there's George Lucas. Now, did they think highly of him, or they think of him as a troll? That's the really key thing. Oh, then here's Stan's previously owned vessels.
I'm off searching the globe right now for the finest in previously owned marine transportation. Have a look around. I'll be right back. Stan. Spiffy. Cute, but small. Grog. Diet grog. Cherry grog. Grog classic.
All the grogs.
Caffeine free grog.
Grog classic.
And root beer.
Root beer. Alright, now let me step over here. As you can see, what happened here, Ron Gilbert would say that they basically made the swirl, but the swirl's copyrighted by Coke, so Coke is really particular about using that. And the legal department at LucasArts, of course, would go back and go, nope, can't use it. Nope, can't use that. We'll get sued. So they kept on doing it and doing it and doing it until they finally got something that the legal department couldn't differentiate between. Nope. They couldn't come back and say,
Nothing.
wait, what? Alright. Come on, push.
Nothing. Huh. Nothing.
What if we pull it?
Huh. Nothing.
Ah, boy. Let's look at the ships.
Looks like one of those well-engineered imports.
Ah, an import from Scandinavia.
I'm surprised this one is still
Volvo.
afloat.
Why? That looks like the best one. It's a lowrider.
Ah, a fixer-upper. Now that's a nice-looking vessel.
Alright, so,
Dull, dull, dull.
and here, if we walk out here, can we walk out here? Yep, we'll come over here. Yep, there we go. So that's going to be the boat, apparently, because Guybrush has terrible, terrible looks in boats, because that one looks the best. Maybe, well, let's do something here. That's F10, right? Ah, yes, it looks a little bit more downtrodden here. You can see. And I wonder here, yep, and that looks a little better. See? This one looks like a better looking boat right there. So that looks better, and when they redid it, I think they screwed up both of those. This one's not supposed to look as disheveled as it was. Like with the hole and stuff like that. So I wonder if this will work. I think it was Control W. Let's see if something can be done here. I think it was Control Shift W. Nope, can't do it here. What if I go back to the old farm? Control Shift W. Well, in the old EGA version that I had, you could hit Control Shift W and it says, "Are you sure you want to win the game?" So if you just got fed up, I don't know why you would get fed up with this, but you know, some people. Different strokes for different folks, you know what I'm saying? Some people didn't like that, so. Alright. Some people didn't like this
Big
game.
Body Pirate Gym. Prices. Sword training, 30 pieces of weight. Cannon firing, 160 pieces of weight. Balls extra. Grappling hook, 130 pieces of weight. Hook extra.
Well, there you go. So, this is where we gotta learn. And, yeah, some people didn't like this game. I wouldn't want to know those people, but...
Well, I think I'll knock. It'd only be polite.
Okay. Well, there you go, Guybrush.
What do you want, you
pie.
wimpy little spineless maggot?
Well, hello.
Could you train me to be better than the Swordmaster?
Better than the Swordmaster? You? You could never be half the sword fighter Carly is. Even with hours of hard work and sweat and blood. I remember fighting side by side with Carla at Port Royal. The local constabulary had us cornered. But I digress. You just don't have what it takes.
Now he looks like he did in the old version. But I'm wondering if they took something from the A-Team, because I can't think of... I remember the actor's name, George Papard. I remember him, but I don't remember what his character was. There was, and I don't remember Mr. T. I know there was Face and Murdoch, but I don't remember Mr. T or George Papard's thing. But the A-Team was really big in the 80s. And essentially what it was a bunch of disgraced army people. And they went around being Robin Hood. And then it would always be at the last 10 minutes of the show where they would build, it would be, montage, we're building a big army machine now, montage, we're gonna blow it up and stick it up your ass now, montage. And then they come out and it'd be, dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And then boom, they would have this tank, pre-made tank or pre-made cannon or something like that. So everything was kind of MacGyverish back in the 80s. I don't know what it was, but for any of the action shows. But yeah, I wonder if he's based off that. And then again, you got Duke Nukem was probably based off of him. So here we just got to pester him. Persistence is Guybrush. Guybrush's number one honorable trait, or biggest trait, as it were.
You do not.
I do so.
You do not.
I do so.
No, I like your spirit. I'll do what I can. Of course.
There you go.
It'll cost you. What do you got?
All I have is this dead chicken.
This isn't one of those rubber chickens with a pulley in the middle, is it?
Oh boy, we're getting called out. We're not very good at this negotiation. And there's a Monty Python reference. I've already got one. We're looking for the Grail. Yes, help us find the Grail. I am King Arthur, and I'm telling you for the Grail. And then the French people just sat there. He's no good, you see. We already got one. I told them we already got one. It's a lavash. So, you've already got one.
I've got 30 pieces of
Alright,
weight.
so
Say no more,
There we go.
say no more. Let's see your sword.
I do have this deadly-looking chicken.
Yes, swinging a rubber chicken with a big metal pulley in it can be quite dangerous. But it's not a sword. Let's see your sword.
oh, sorry.
Okay, check it out.
Yes, this is a nice one. Let's get to it. Okay, you
It
maggot.
sounded creepy when he
Why
did
don't
that.
you whip that sword out and let's see what you can do with it.
Phrasing. Lana, are we not doing phrasing anymore?
You fight like a dairy farmer. I usually don't waste my time with vermin like yourself. But seeing as this LeChuck thing has put a cramp on business, I got no choice.
Now,
I need
one of
money.
the people at LucasArts, not
Yes.
Schaefer
I
or
can
Gilbert,
see
but one of
this
the
is
other
gonna
people,
take some
they made up the
special
insults with their kids.
Just want
So
you to
the
know,
kids were
I
there,
don't do
and
this with everyone.
they made up all the
It's only
insults. So I
because
thought that was
feel
pretty
that
interesting.
Special student-mentor pieces of 8 bonding that I'm going to these lengths. I'm gonna put you up against.
I love it how that we have an American from the
machine.
Midwest training us.
Is this gonna hurt?
Dun dun dun.
Yikes.
Come at me.
Monkey with a
Don't be
baseball hat on
afraid, you won't
backwards.
hurt me. Use your forte against the foible. No.
Foible.
Eat first, then
Now
learn.
foible is a weakness,
Thrust,
like the
recover,
foible of
parry,
man,
repulse.
feeble,
Watch
that
your
type of
footwork.
thing. Foible.
Advance, thrust,
So,
recover,
but it's also
parry,
the weakness
repulse.
when it comes to
How's
swordplay.
Mother?
Foible
You're starting
is
to
the
get
weakest
hang
part,
of it.
and it's the middle to the tip.
More hours later.
Not
And there's
bad.
something that
You
SpongeBob
got good
took.
form. Now I'm
3
gonna let you
hours
in on
later.
The true secret of sword fighting. Sword fighting is kind of like making love. It's not always what you do.
I don't think
but
Guybrush
what
knows
you
that
say.
either.
Any fool pirate can swing a sharp piece of metal around and hope to cut something. But the pros,
There you go,
they
gentlemen.
know
It's
just
not
when
what you
to
do,
cut
it's what you
for a
say
point
when you're
with an
making love.
insult. One that catches them off
Like,
guard.
Keep the
You see,
change.
Your wit's gotta be twice as sharp as your sword. Let's try a couple of
Phrasing.
insults out, shall we?
Lana, phrasing.
Okay. Imagine this. We're fighting up a storm. Just like Carla and I were doing at Port Royal. There's a sudden break in the fighting, and I say to you, you fight like a dairy farmer. You respond with,
Well, we got a whole bunch of lame things. Oh yeah, so's your mother. I am rubber, you are glue. But we're gonna go with the more innocent Guybrush. You must be
You must
thinking
be
of someone
thinking
else.
of someone else. I am not a farmer.
I can see we've got a lot of work to do here. You should have responded with something like, how appropriate. You fight like a cow. You see,
That's a very
it's
good one. I
razor-sharp
like that
wit
one.
like that wins fights. Let's try another. Imagine this. You're trapped up against a wall. My sword just slashed 2 cuts into your face. I say, soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab. You respond with,
Alright, so we're gonna go and be the naive, stupid Guybrush that we
How
are.
appropriate. You fight like a cow.
no, no, no. That was the response from the last insult. Doesn't even make sense when used here. Ah. A correct response to, soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab, would have been something like, first, you better stop waving it around like a feather duster. See? Razor sharp. Now, I suggest you go out there and learn some insults.
I can't help but feel like I've been ripped off. I'm sure you're feeling something similar.
Well, I hope you guys weren't feeling ripped off. I hope we got a little bit here. I taught you a little bit about this wonderful game. I know there's probably other Let's Plays out there, but I try to get some information that I know about this game. I love it so much. And we'll be playing Thimbleweed Park because I got my eyes on that one, and hopefully by next week I can get my hands on it. I just got to make sure, you know, I am married, so I do get an allowance. I give myself allowance, but I have an allowance. So until next time, hopefully you'll come back for the next one. If not, it's your loss, baby. Now scram. Get up, my lawn! But why's the rum gone? Drink up, me hearties, yo ho.